Okay. Let's see. Alright, so I'm trying to figure out exactly where I should put. I'm not wearing my mic right now, or my headset. I don't know if that's apparent from the sound or whatever. Alright, let me see what it sounds like when I wear my mic. Alright, so while I'm looking at this here, trying to figure out this audio, I just want to point something out, y'all. There is 6 rifts, right, for featured maps in creative. I guess you could say there are one, two, three, uh, 4, 5. I guess you could say there's 11 total that could be featured maps. Now, at most, you really ever only see, you usually see like the 5 up there. Even then, it's still usually just like, these 4, and then this 5th one here is when Fortnite really wants to make sure that a creator gets featured. But they can also, as you can see, have this one over there, that one right there, and if you have no one in your party, they could put them over there if they wanted to, and as well as over there. The issue, though, that I'm having right now is that there are all these maps made by the exact same people. Now, I'm not saying this is a bad issue, alright? But you have 6 maps, all made by the exact, it says World Cup hyphen 19 creators. I'm mistaken. It's World Cup 19 dash creators. So when you're looking at this, you're thinking to yourself, "Oh, sweet! Look at these! I got 6 new maps that I can try out and play." But the purpose of having these featured maps is to totally go ahead and uh, help smaller creators or help somebody who's received a lot of notification, or not notification, a lot of notice from the community, and you know to help them grow as a creator. How can you do that if you're taking these 6 maps and after the World Cup was done, I know, and I wasn't in creative during the World Cup. I should have been, but I wasn't. I should have been in here yesterday. That's what I mean. I was in here on Saturday. I was in here on Friday. But on Saturday, I should have been in here because the reason why I keep looking at this rift over here, when you get something featured, that's the first rift it goes into. And then each day, it bounces to the next rift until it's gone. So when you get a map featured, it's featured for 4 days. If you're lucky, Epic's feeling squirrely and they'll put a 5th rift here and you get featured for 5 days. Now I've had some friends get featured. I've talked to people who have been featured. And they've all, said the same thing, that getting featured is stinking life-changing. Right? Having your map featured for just 4 days, let alone 5 days, is life-changing. Having it featured for 1 day, it's a big boost to, I haven't received any sort of like real numbers because due to Epic's, terms and conditions and their policies and whatnot, people who have supported creators, they're not allowed to divulge the amount of money they've made, but they're allowed to divulge like how much supported creators they have, like how many supported creators they have, or people using their code. But for safety concerns and just being cautious, they didn't want to share that, which I understand. Not knocking it. So when you look at this and you see that after the World Cup was done, all the rifts plus an additional one was opened up to be featured, and they're all featured from the same group of people. If you're that person who you just got a map featured, say this was your first map featured. I don't know who was here. For all I know, it could have been somebody who was within the group of World Cup 19 creators. Because the reason why they're all underneath this like tag right there means Epic went through, made a specific supporter creator code for the group of creators that they called into New York, right? So with that in mind, that means that they straight up made a supporter creator code, so no matter which map gets played, no matter who uses the code, everyone that's a part of that group is going to be getting that split, right? Now, when you look at it, if the person who was here or here wasn't a part of the World Cup 19 creators group, they just got shafted hard. They just got bent over the table, and Epic just said, hey, we know you just got featured. Be happy with it. Bye. This guy, or gal, doesn't matter. This person who was in this rift originally only got 1 day during the World Cup, when everyone who plays Fortnite was either playing solo duo squads while watching the picture-in-picture streaming, which by the way was awesome. On Friday and Saturday I was doing creative while doing the streaming because I didn't want to get frustrated by getting shot at, and I could pause just like this and not have to worry about messing anything up. But I've seen a lot of people, they're actually playing the battle royale part of the game, watching the stream, glancing at it, and it was great. Heck, after watching the World Cup, I was like, hey, I want to hop into BR now, and I want to go and try out some of the stuff that these guys are doing. If you're here, you only got half the time in the featured blocks that you would normally get. At a minimum, you only got half the time. You only got a quarter of the time right here. The amount of supported creator code users that you get from your map being featured is an insane amount from what I've been told. Heck, if it's considered life-changing financially, then I assume it's a massive amount of supporter creators, because you need at least 1,000 people buying the 200 V-Buck emotes to be able to cash out at $100. The way the system's set up. So if I were not a part of this group and I was in that rift yesterday, only to have it replaced by 6 rifts from all the same creator. What they could have done, mind you, instead of rolling out all 6 of these games, was, just randomly picking one of these 6, being like, boom, you're here. And then have it go. Just have it roll through normally. And then after one of them gets through a week, feature another one right here. Have it roll through just like normal. But no, instead, what they did was they went through and they replaced all the rifts. I can't imagine how frustrated whoever that person was over there, or even right there. I wouldn't be frustrated if I was right there, obviously, because today I'd be gone. I wouldn't be that frustrated if I was right there, because you still had 3 days of boosting your numbers. And I'm pretty sure that this 5th rift was active. If you're not used to creative, this rift is not always active, okay? It's not always there. Usually it's just those 4. But I'm pretty sure this 5th rift was active recently. So if I was right there, or right there, I would not be upset. I know I shouldn't be upset for the person that was over here, or for the person that was right there, but I am. I'm a little upset for them. I know I shouldn't be, but I am. Just because, they really did. They kind of got the stick given to them. Hopefully Epic does the right thing, and after these rifts are all featured for a week, that they rotate starting with the 2 that were over here. That would be the moral thing to do if you booted them and they weren't a part of the World Cup 19 creators group. But I feel this broadcast, this stream has gone on long enough. Here's to hoping that my audio doesn't sound like total doo-doo, and that hopefully, next time that I do this, everything will be sitting straight, and we'll be able to have some fun with it. Alright, thanks guys.